O beloved ones, as beloved Arcturus and Victoria have spoken, and all masters of the violet flame and the seventh ray, since the beginning of the original dispensation of Saint Germain, releasing that flame in this century, that violet flame is the key to the restoration of this planet, to the healing of all your ailments, to your supply and the multiplication thereof. It simply requires more use and momentum and a fervor in your heart that knows that this is the promise of God. It will not be denied to anyone, not to sinner, not to the lowest form of life that you might not even deign to speak to. There is no one in the earth, no matter what classification, no matter what crimes they have committed, no matter how they have sinned against God or elemental life or the animal kingdom, there is no one who cannot come in to his own God realization by the persistent use of the violet flame, no matter how gross the violations of the law of God. If that one turn around and face the fire of the central sun and give those decrees daily, he will accomplish the purification and the neutralization of the negative forces of his being and become a positive force in the earth. This is the message I ask you to carry to every poor lost soul, every drug addict, everyone who is so imbalanced that they cannot even put the forces of their mind together to repeat the simple mantra, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Well, I say, beloved ones, do not fail to go after every part of life. And when someone asks you a question about how it is that you have this light or a book you are reading, do not fail to take the opportunity of giving a simple explanation of the teaching of the violet flame. Then this is the solution to the problem of the environment on earth today. Beloved ones, do you know that the violet flame used with intensity, especially in that 48-hour cycle with Omritas, will rid from the earth noxious weeds, poisonous substances, the insects that are biting and stinging and that are causing all kinds of diseases in the people, viruses at the level of the bodies of the people and the entire evolution of the planet, all forms of dread diseases that are in the earth that people acquire because they are imbalanced, because they do not have the fire built and banked within their heart chakra to throw them off. Blessed ones, there is such an outcropping of disease in the earth that has been contrived and manufactured long ago in the laboratories of other civilizations and continents such as Atlantis and Lemuria. And because the earth is at such a low level of vibration in the consciousness of many of the people, but not all, but surely the vast majority of the people, and there is therefore a lowering into the physical octave of the astral plane, all these manifestations that make human life almost impossible to live and to live to its fullest. This is what the violet flame will clean up. And I tell you, when you invoke the elementals to join with the seventh ray beings and all beings on all rays, for there is no one in heaven that does not use the violet flame, you will see the purification once again of the atmosphere of the earth. You will see the sealing once again of the astral plane, that it may no longer erupt into the physical. There is much to be cleaned up by that time, and my presentation to you this night is not intended to be an overstatement or an understatement, but the reality that when the violet flame is multiplied by you, great transformations will come about in your own brain, your mind, your body. You will feel the strength of rejuvenation as the flame within your heart becomes such a focus of violet fire that your threefold flame is continually multiplying that action, rippling through the waters, the air, and the earth. Blessed ones, you have not heard a single solution from scientists, environmentalists, governmental officials, name whatever category of person you would name. Not a single solitary solution. that will meet in time the crisis that we find in planet Earth today. The only solution is the God solution of the seventh ray of Aquarius, the seventh ray of the seventh age of Saint Germain and Portia. I ask you to welcome Saint Germain and Portia this night, who are overshadowing this conference.